Dr. Hayes.
Hello, I'd like to make an appointment.
Hold on. I'll switch you back to my receptionist.
How does 6 o'clock sound?
Pardon?
Maybe a swim before dinner?
I see. That kind of appointment.
Can you pencil me in?
Oh, you don't give me much time.
Well, you see, there's this problem that just sort of came over me.
An emergency visit.
Yeah, you could call it that.
Well, guess what? You're lucky. I make house calls. I'll see you in a little while.
Thanks, Taylor.
I think that's the one.
No, Stephanie.
You agree or disagree?
No, you're right. That's the fabric.
Good. I'm glad to see I haven't lost my touch.
I can imagine you doing that. What can I do for you?
I expected to hear from you, actually.
About what?
What we discussed about you and Brooke moving in. Have you talked to her?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you didn't take me seriously?
I know you were serious about it.
Well, after all, it was your idea to begin with, wasn't it? You wanted Brooke and me to become closer, to get to know one another. That requires a certain proximity to bridge the distance, doesn't it?
I don't think you want Brooke around the house just for the sake of understanding.
Why else would I want her around the house? Why don't I talk to her about this?
No, I don't think that's a very good idea.
Why not? I can give her a call tonight.
No, Stephanie.
Eric, surely you are not intimidated by the idea of me talking to Brooke.
No, has nothing to do with intimidation.
What then? I mean, she's back, I'm assuming.
No, Stephanie, she's not back.
She's still gone?
Yes, she's still gone. Now, look, I have more than enough work to do around here, and you're obviously here for no good purpose.
She hasn't contacted you. Is that what you're telling me? That she hasn't talked to you since she left you?
Oh, well, welcome home.
Thank you. How's Mark?
He's fine.
Oh, boy, I missed him.
It's only been a day.
I know. It's just that it seemed longer.
Well, I certainly hope this isn't a preview of your trip.
No, it was really good seeing Mother and Dad.
Well, I thought it would be. Well, how is your father?
He's doing much better than I thought he would.
Well, that's good news.
Yeah, Dad was really a cheerful spot. He seems to be pulling out of the depression. We worked in the vegetable garden. We really had some wonderful talks. Although I know there's a place deep inside that still really hurts. I'm sure it's because of Jake and the way he left. But he's much more accepting of things.
And your mother?
Oh, boy, she's really another story. She misses Jake. She really misses him terribly. She keeps hoping against hope that he'll come home. But he won't.
I didn't even hear you drive up.
I took a cab.
Come in. I do hope you're wearing a bathing suit under that.
No, I'm not.
What are you wearing?
Just this.
That dress I gave you.
The most enchanting dress I have ever owned. That is, if I actually own it.
Oh, you do. You do. Why are you wearing it now?
I thought it might cheer you up to see a creation of yours on a very appreciative woman.
Very beautiful woman.
You certainly helped make me that way tonight.
The bold and the beautiful. This portion sponsored by Tide with Bleach. It'll knock your socks off, and it'll get them whiter than any other detergent.
So their minds are still on your brother.
Yeah. Especially my mother's.
Well, did you tell her that you'd seen him?
No, I didn't.
Why not?
Bill, what am I supposed to do? Say yes, Jake was in L.A. working here. No, I didn't bother to tell you.
Well, honey, at least they would understand that he's still alive.
I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe I should have. Maybe it would have been better for them to know that he was alive. But you know, the last time I saw my father, he was so depressed. And this time, it was really clear that he's starting to put everything behind him. He's starting to pick up the pieces of his life again. I just thought it was better not to mention Jake.
Well, that may be true for your father, but not necessarily for your mother.
Probably not. But I had to make a choice. You know, I asked them if they wouldn't like to move out here. That way we could be closer. My dad was all for it. But my mother is determined to stay in that house until Jake comes home. Oh, God. It's so terrible to see her in that kind of pain. And to know that just a short time ago, I could have done something to relieve it. But instead, I did the opposite.
So I guess swimming is out, huh?
I could watch you swim.
Oh, no, there's a riveting thought watching me swim laps. You know, I can't figure out what your greater quality is. Your beauty or the way you choose to be supportive.
Oh, I like to think they're one and the same. This is one of those particularly difficult days, I take it.
It's the same old story. Everything's going along fine, and then I open my desk and see a couple of ticket stubs to an old play that Caroline and I went to see. And then all of a sudden, everything's right there in front of me again.
What did you do?
I closed the drawer, came home, and called you.
I wish you hadn't closed that drawer quite so quickly. Rid, you got to let these memories flow through you. You just can't cut them off. You know, suppressed pain ends up as anger.
I'll remember that, Doc.
Oh, I almost forgot. Here's the information on the Leukemia Society you requested.
Thanks. I'm thinking of setting up an endowment. Sort of a memorial to Caroline.
Nice idea.
Anything to help.
And now for the big question. How can I help you? What can I do for you tonight, Ridge?
Brooke did not leave me, as you put it. She needed a little R&R.
I didn't mean it that way. Let me see if I understand this. You're saying that she hasn't contacted you since she left.
It hasn't been that long.
Eric, people that are in love talk to each other all the time, day in, day out, whether they're in town or not. She hasn't contacted you since she left. If that's what you're saying, what's going on here?
Stephanie, have you come here to taunt me and to get on my nerves? Because that's exactly what you're doing.
No, I came here to ask you a question.
Well, it's a question I very much do not appreciate.
Yes, I can see that, and I'm sure I can imagine why.
Not interested in your interpretation.
Fine, that's not why I'm here anyway.
No, you're here to ask Brooke and me to come live with you at the house. And the answer, I can assure you, is still no.
Even if you can have a divorce 1 month later, if you still want it.
You'd find a way to get around that.
I tell you what I'll do. I'll put it in writing, and I'll sign it in front of your attorney.
Do you seriously believe that having Brooke in that house is going to make some kind of a difference?
I certainly do think it'll make a difference.
That's not your intent, and you know it. You're hoping that having us over there is going to help you convince me to reconcile with you. Well, I can assure you right now, that's not going to happen.
What have you got to lose? You're guaranteed a divorce. Of course, you have to get Brooke back in town, don't you?
Look, Stephanie, I don't want to talk to you about this.
You don't know where she is, do you? Has it occurred to you exactly why she's left?
Stephanie, she is not questioning her love for me. That's not what this is all about.
How do you know that?
Because she told me as much before she left.
Eric, she hasn't even contacted you.
Goodbye, Stephanie. I want you to go.
I'm sorry. I know exactly how you feel. I'm sorry.
I take it you're alluding to the way you told your brother to leave town.
Bill, I can't tell you how guilty I feel about that. I mean, there I was, watching my mother in tears, desperately wishing she had some kind of news for my brother. And I'm standing there, acutely aware of the fact that I gave him money and a plane ticket and practically drove him out of town.
Your travel agent called, and the ticket that you apparently gave your brother was never used.
Never used?
That's right. For whatever reason, he just never used that ticket.
Well, maybe he bought one of his own.
Why?
I don't know. Pride?
Pride. If he had that kind of pride, he wouldn't have left town.
Maybe he didn't.
So what do I have to do to get you out of this mood?
You've already done that.
Just by showing up?
Wearing that dress helped.
You're the easiest patient I've had all day. realize you had company. Mrs. Forrester. Hi, how are you doing?
I'm very well, Doctor. How are you?
Busy, but happy.
Well, I'm delighted to hear that. You look lovely. The dress is stunning.
Thank you. It was a gift.
It looks like one of ours.
It is. Rich gave it to me.
Our sons are very generous in showing their gratitude with gifts.
So, Mother, what can we do for you?
I just got home and I thought we could have dinner.
Oh, actually, I already have dinner plans.
Oh,
Taylor and I are going out.
Oh, you could join us.
that's very lovely of you. But no, thank you. We can do it another time. Shall I see you in the morning?
Mm-hmm. Good night.
Nice to see you again, Mrs. Forrester.
It was very nice seeing you, Doctor.
So, about the rest of the evening.
The rest of this evening has officially been canceled.
What?
You're feeling better now, and that's what I came over here for. Please, you shouldn't feel like you have to entertain me tonight.
You don't want to have dinner with me?
No, I didn't say that. I just don't want you to feel like you owe me anything. Reg, I came over here as a friend. And I won't even bill you for today.
Well, then, you owe me.
Do I?
Mm-hmm. For the dress. I want to see you wearing it in public. Say at a restaurant, escorted by yours truly. We are going to eat dinner because we want to, not because anyone's obligated. I'll be right back.
That's the obvious conclusion. He didn't leave town.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. But if he hadn't, where's he staying?
Well, he could be staying at the Logans.
Donna came here and told us that he'd gone.
That's right, she did. I don't think he's left town.
Well, it's not an established fact.
Oh, Bill, how am I going to find out?
The question is, do you really want to? I mean, you locate your brother. What then?
You're right. What then? I know my mother would be so thrilled to hear from Jake. But I don't know how my father would react. He had so much horrible grief. I don't know if I want to open up that wound.
Who says there has to be any wounds? I mean, maybe your father would be very thrilled to have your brother back.
I wish it was that easy. But Bill, there was so much pain. Besides, my brother has no desire to see my family.
Well, that's the answer to the question, isn't it? I mean, why are you bothering? I mean, if your brother doesn't want to see his parents, then why are you wasting all this time trying to find him? Let it go.
Yeah, I know, you're right. You're right. But I keep on seeing my mother's face. Bill, she lives from day to day for my brother. She has for 10 years. Every time she takes in the mail, every time she picks up the phone, it's all for Jake. In some desperate hope of communication from him. Now, do I let her go on like that? Or do I find her an answer? If I can find one. Of course I do. God. I have to find Jake. I have to find him.